All right, we going live. We live then. What's going on, people? You already know who it is. You know what it be. It's Rob P. Pasker Real Estate in the place to be. This is New Millennium Real Estate Services. And two of the founding principles of our business is innovation and education. Innovation because technology is here and we can change the game of real estate with technology, making it more efficient and more powerful for our clientele. And education because knowledge is power. So today we're going to hit you with some education. I'm pretty excited. I did some research on the October market, what went down in Northwest Ohio in October. And what I found was it was amazing. So if you ain't here, like, share, comment, throw some little likes, some thumbs up, throw some hearts if you're loving it. If you find me amusing, you know, you can laugh at me. That's okay too. Or if you're amazed by the information that I'm about to drop, the jewels, hit that wow button. So yeah, let's get into it. It's Pasker Real Estate. If you don't have it, get the Pasker Real Estate app if you're interested in what's on the market. So let's get into it. So like I said, based off of my research, man, now the Northwest Ohio real estate market is hot. It's hot. It's crazy, actually. We have seen historic highs in the positive statistics, and we've seen historic lows in the negative statistics when it comes to real estate. So I will tell you off top, it's a strong seller's market. If you're even thinking about, you know, putting your house on the market, now's the time to inquire to see how much your home will be worth in the market. You can do that by going to 419homefinder.com and clicking get my home value, and we'll give you a free evaluation. If you're a buyer, I'm just going to tell you, man, if you're going to get in the game, go ahead, lace up them bootstraps, put your game face on, because it's real out here. It's real in these streets. So let's start off with sales price, because, you know, it's all about the money at the end of the day. As you can see here, talk some numbers. Sales price. So we're here. This is October 2017. In October 2017, the median price of a home sold in Northwest Ohio was $119,000, and that's the highest price that we have seen, the highest median price that we have seen in over the past 13 years. Could even be longer than that, but I just don't have those statistics or that research to put up here. So last month, we saw the highest median price of homes sold in Northwest Ohio in the past 13 years. We're going to take that a step further and let's look at homes for sale, okay? So homes for sale, again, there were only 3,000 homes for sale on the market October 2017. And again, that's a historic low, meaning there's low inventory. There were times like around 2008, like when the crash was starting to happen, there were nearly 7,000 homes for sale on the market. So in October 2017, we only had 3,000 homes for sale, which means that inventory is very low, which means that the pickings are slim, which means that the good homes were going really fast. So I mean, I experienced it with some buyers myself when they would strike out because they didn't want to listen to my advice and come with a solid offer, or because they wanted to drag their feet on putting offers in or getting their pre-approvals. For whatever the case, in this market, it's just too much competition for these homes out here. This is the lowest amount of homes, the lowest inventory that we've seen in over 14 years. So that's just, it's more competition for the buyers. It's great for the sellers because for a seller, of course, you know, it's all about supply and demand. So there's a demand out here, and we'll talk about the demand in the market. But there's a demand out here, and there's not enough inventory to satisfy that demand. So let me pull this up over here. Y'all bear with me. If you're in the building, I don't know who in the building, but if you're in the building, say what's up, because I will see the comments. I will be looking at the comments. Show me some love. All of that good stuff, because y'all know I love it. I need that energy, even though I can't see y'all right now, but it's cool. It's all good. We're going to talk about days on market. Days on market meaning how long it took for a home to sell. And again, last month we saw historic lows for days on market. On average, this is on average, it took 72 days to sell a home in Northwest Ohio last month. And that's the fastest that it's been in over 14 years. So again, I'm telling you, we are experiencing a historic market. I don't know if there's ever been a market like this in Northwest Ohio. On the records that I have, as far back that I can go in the Northwest Ohio Real Estate Information System, this hasn't been a market like this right now. So 72 days on market. Back around 2009, between 2009 and 2010, they were up about 105 days on the market before people sold homes. And it's sometimes it's even quicker than that. I can tell you, I put about 4 homes on the market this month, and they were all under contract before that first week was up. Every last one of them, you know. So I mean, if the home is priced right, if you get it prepared right, if you prepare it for showing, and the marketing is right, which my marketing is top notch, them homes are flying like they're hotcakes right now. So that days on market is great for sellers. For buyers, it's a little frustrating because you got to jump on it. So for a buyer, it's important that you work with a realtor, a realtist, an agent that's going to plug you into the system to make sure that homes that meet your criteria are coming to your inbox as soon as they hit the market, because that's going to be your competitive advantage. We're going to go down to percent of sale price. So percent of sale price is, I'll take that as percent of list price. Whatever the case, this is the percentage that on average homes sold compared to what their asking price was. And again, we have a historic high. The median percent of a home that sold, it was only 97% of the list price. So as the median is concerned, median meaning that you have half of the homes below a certain point and then half of the homes above a certain point. So they pick that middle point and they break it up. That middle point is a split. So they break it up. You got the bottom half, and then you got the top half, and then you have the median. Average is when they add it all up and then just divide it by the numbers. So in a lot of terms, when it comes to real estate, the median statistics are more accurate than the average, because it takes into account, you know, the number that are on the market compared to the price. So they're not all humble jumbled and mumble jumbled and blocked into one. So the median selling price was 97% of the median list price, which means that if you got a house for more than 5% off the asking price, you got a deal. If you got a home, if you got a $60,000 house and you were able to purchase that home for $54,000, you got a bomb deal. Because in this market, sellers don't have to take pay cuts. Sellers don't have to give their house away in this market. So like I said, for the sellers it's great, but for the buyers, it's like I said, you got to come with your A game. You can't come in low thinking that the seller's going to come back and negotiate with you, because 9 times out of 10, if you come in low, they already got somebody else that's, if they haven't put an offer in yet, they're thinking about putting in an offer in. More than likely, they're going to get that offer, which is probably going to be better than your offer. So if you're in the game, you're thinking about getting in the game, just prepare yourself, because you know this is not. It's not 2009, 2010 where people had to give houses away in order to liquidate. People don't have to give houses away right now. You know, homes are selling for higher than they've ever sold in this millennium, and they're selling for asking price. In a lot of cases, they're selling over asking price. So you know, if you find yourself in a situation where you know that there's other interest in the home, it's probably best that you go ahead and just come in over asking. If you need closing costs paid, throw those closing costs on top of the asking price instead of having the seller take a pay cut. You know, so I mean, but that's all stuff, you know, that your realtor should prepare you to have a good strategy so that you can get the home that you want. Because a lot of people, they out here with realtors and they putting in offers, but they're not getting the houses that they want. But that's what you want at the end of the day. So we're going to talk about dollar value. We're going to talk about the amount of the money that was spent on real estate in Northwest Ohio in October, which again is a record. It's a historic high for Northwest Ohio over the past 13 years. $1.17 billion of real estate was transacted in October. The last time we've seen numbers that high was around 2006. That's a lot of houses. That's a whole lot of houses. It's a whole lot of houses. About 2011, when people were giving houses away, like in 2011, they only transacted $0.6 billion. So if you can imagine, they sold $1.17 billion of real estate. We sold $1.17 billion of real estate in Northwest Ohio. So shout out to all those other realtors out there grinding, getting it in, you know, because it's a fun game. It might be competitive, but it's more so about the cooperation between us all, because we need each other to do deals and to make sure that our clients are satisfied and happy. So shout out to all the realtors out there holding it down, getting these homes sold in this market, because it's fun. I can't even lie, man. It's going down. Let's talk about showings per listing. Showings per listing, pretty much, showings per listing is, I call it foot traffic. So this just shows you how many showings there were per. All right, my bad. I had a phone call. Whatever the case, do me a favor, like, share, comment. The more likes I get, the more share, the more comments, the more people I get in here, the more people I can help, the more people I can touch. Let's talk about showings per listing. But like I said, that's foot traffic. So we have a historic high again. 3.3 showings per listing is the highest amount of listing or showings we've had per listing in the past decade. So that tells me that there's a lot of buyers on the market right now. You got a lot of people out there looking for homes. So they have to look at more homes because it's less homes on the market. So if you have that low supply and you got this high demand, you're going to have more people coming through your house right now. So like I said, for the sellers, that's great for the sellers. And that's why homes are selling at a record pace. But for the buyers, it can be a bit frustrating. So that's why it's important that you got a good strategy when you get out here. So with all that being said, you know, this is one of the hottest markets of the millennium. I can't even tell you, off the information that I have, I can't tell you when the last time the market was this hot, if it was ever this hot. So for sellers, it's a great time to put your house on the market. It's all economics. So if the inventory is low, supply is low, and you know the demand is high, get your home on the market. Get it in the marketplace, list your home, and have people come. Have people come through. More than likely, you might get a couple of offers, multiple offers. I say, you know, it's not even about multiple offers. You price your home right. You make sure it looks good for the people. And you get you a realtor, a listing agent that's going to put your home in the best light in front of the most people. And you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be taken care of. So, I mean, if you are interested in knowing how much your home is worth, hit the 419homefinder.com. And there's a button. You got a little button that's going to pop up that says, you know, see my home value. Also on the link, you can go down there and I have a link to that right there. Now, if you're a buyer, I don't care if it's a seller's market, it's still a great time to buy, and I'm going to tell you why. Because prices are going up. Prices are going up. So, I mean, you wait right now, you want to wait another year to buy a house, the house that's in your price range that will probably satisfy you and your family, next year it's going to be up higher, and you might not even qualify for the house because appreciation is rising like that at this point. Interest rates are still historically low. We are still seeing interest rates in the low 4s, some high 3s, depending on your lender and your credit score. And with that, that means that you can afford more house than any time before since the Great Depression. You know, so I mean, if you can get a home and you only have a 4%, even if it's 4.5% interest rate, 10 years ago, people were getting 9% interest rates. And the beauty of it is, your interest rate today is going to be your interest rate 30 years from now. So as the interest rates rise, the market will change, and it might shoot up to 9, 10, 12, 15, which it has in the past. You'll still be paying that 4.5% interest rate. So and that's good, because as prices raise, we definitely want to keep the homes affordable. There is a shortage of affordable homes, first-time homes on the market right now, and a lot of my clients are experiencing it because I work with a lot of first-time home buyers. But during the crash, you had a lot of investors from all over the world, California, New York, Canada, China, come to Toledo and snatch up all these houses. Australia, they came to Toledo and they snatched up all the starter homes. And instead of somebody living there for 7 to 10 years and moving right about now to upgrade, they're just renting them out. So, you know, it puts That's one of the reasons our inventory is so low. But whatever the case, get you a home, get you some equity, you know, the tax advantages, the payment stabilization, build a foundation for your family in the future moving forward, something for your kids, you know, build some equity so you can pay for your kids' school, or build some equity so you can start a business, whatever the case. But why not take advantage of Toledo? Because Toledo is one of the cheapest markets. You know, you get more bang for your buck in Toledo than in most markets across the nation. And not to mention the world-class amenities we have here with like the zoo, the art museum, the University of Toledo. So many resources here that I believe Toledo is underrated. But don't sleep, because Toledo is making a comeback. But whatever the case, if you are interested in purchasing a home and you need to know where to start, text me, inbox me, whatever the case. I do a seminar, a home ownership workshop once a month, every third Thursday. I call it the Make This Your Last Year Renting workshop. This one I'm excited for. I got a colleague here, a fine guy named Jason White with Witness Riches. He's the founder of the 700 Club, and he's going to come through and drop some gems on how you can boost your credit score substantially over the next 6 months. And if you follow what he tells you to do, you could find yourself being a homeowner before next summer is over. So it's going down next third Thursday, November 16th, here at Scott Park campus, the office of Pasker Real Estate, the Minority Business Development Center. And 6 to 7:30. Like the page. If you don't know, hit up my Facebook page. The event's right there. Get you an Eventbrite ticket. It's free. I just need to have a head count, you know, and know who's coming. And we got plenty of seats, so the more the merrier. But go ahead and reserve your spot today, because after about 40 people, you know, I gotta cut it off. But it's going down. Get that real estate app. If you want to see what's on the market right now, you can see it on 419homefinder.com. You can get the Pasker Real Estate app from your favorite app store, whether that's Apple or Android, whatever have you. And from there, you can search from your phone. You can see what's on the market. You can see what's for rent. You can see commercial property. You can see multifamily property. You can see it all. It's a beautiful thing. If you're looking for a deal, you're an investor, or you want to see what's on the market in the lower price ranges, I just dropped the November foreclosure list. I just dropped it yesterday. So go to my personal page. You can go to the Pasker Real Estate page. I got the links right there. And go ahead and get that list to see what's out there, because I got homes for sale starting at $3,000 all the way up to $450,000 that are all foreclosures. So that's bang for your buck, you know, if you're willing to deal with a foreclosure. Whatever the case, I'm Rob Pasker, broker, owner of Pasker Real Estate, just out here trying to help people, just trying to educate the people, because knowledge is power, and owning land is power, and that's what we need, man. The people need power, so all power to the people. And you know where to find me. You know where to find me. Holler at me. Thank you.